Hey guys.
Welcome to the Socratic Shelf. Today we're going to be covering Percy Jackson and the Olympians, The Lightning Thief, and whether or not it actually holds up as an adult.
This book is the first in an iconic series that many read in their childhood and remember fondly as it was fun and action-packed.
Especially with the new television series that recently came out, it is more relevant than it has been in a very long time.
Have you thought about going back to read it, but scared that it won't be as good as you remember?
Well, we had this question too, and went back to read it ourselves so that we can tell you whether it's worth the read.
We'll start with a quick summary. Percy Jackson, a 12-year-old boy and New York native, is a bit of a troubled kid as he is unable to focus on schoolwork or continuously gets kicked out of school due to bad behavior. Things begin to escalate as more and more concerning creatures come around to threaten his life. He is soon welcomed to a world where Greek mythology is real and he happens to be the son of Poseidon, the god of the sea. He is soon given a quest that takes him and his two closest friends all across the United States in order to save mankind.
So to start off, this was an incredibly easy read, and it's very approachable for somebody who has not been reading for a long time and would like to get into it. With that being said, it is definitely targeted towards children, obviously, which you can't fault it for that. But if you're looking for a more mature read, maybe this is not for you.
Despite that, it's just a fun story that follows along that takes them through real parts of the United States and offers experience unique to the landmarks of those locations, like St. Louis or Las Vegas.
Percy Jackson's from New York City, so if you're a native to any of our listed cities that we gave out just now, seeing your own city from the point of view of an outsider is just a perspective that you don't usually get to see, so it's kind of a fun little thing. For me personally, I love Greek mythology. I've always loved Greek mythology, and Percy Jackson and then the Heroes of Olympus are clearly what sparked that in me. So going back to this and seeing the introduction into the OG Greek myths, it's really interesting. Riordan clearly did his homework on Greek mythology before he wrote this book, and he does it absolute justice. For those of you who also share an interest in Greek mythology, going back to where it started can definitely feel so nostalgic, and it makes you just feel all warm and fuzzy inside, just like seeing what, like, say, Echidna, the mother of all monsters, is, or just thinking about how Kronos, the god of time, actually started. And it can kind of just take you back to when you were a kid and learning all this for the first time. And it can bring a new understanding to the Greek myths that you think you know so well. I really like how he wanted to use the Greek mythological monsters, and he brought this whole new concept into the idea that they're reincarnated over time so that Percy Jackson himself can fight these iconic monsters. Another thing that I kind of liked is how he kitted down some of the friendly fire to where he made it to where celestial bronze could not harm a mortal being. Kind of love that, actually. It completely takes out of the equation of harming innocent people. At least the good guys don't. Taking that out of the equation really just makes it very kid-friendly. I would recommend this for your kids. And it does take away those moral questions of, like, should heroes be harming innocent bystanders to help the masses?
Well, with that said, overall, we can totally recommend this book if you're looking to reread it or even read it for the first time. This was my first time reading the book because I enjoyed the new show and wanted to get ahead of it in the books. Is it a perfect book? No, but it's a cute, fun story that will assuredly make you laugh, smile, or maybe even cry.
And if you want to increase your knowledge of Greek mythology, but you don't want to read the Odyssey, this is a great starting point, especially if you go through the series. He picks out some really minute myths that you would never find on your own. And it's so much easier to read this kid-friendly version of the Greek myths than it is for you to do a ton of research otherwise.
And on the same note as that this is a really, really easy read. It should only take a couple hours, and it's something you can kind of just pick up and hop right in because it really doesn't take a whole lot to get you back in because there's not a lot of prose or anything that really would be a hurdle to get over.
Yeah, there are a lot of similes though. A lot.
I did get fed up with that. You can definitely tell it is a child book.
Yeah, it it will definitely entertain that childlike version of your brain where there's always something happening. But if you want something more intellectual, maybe this isn't the book for you. Well, that's all we have for today, but I hope you enjoyed it. If you like this kind of content, please hit us with a like, comment, and maybe even check out some of our other videos, as we put a lot of effort into these videos and would greatly appreciate the support.
Anyway, thanks for joining us today. Bye.